Hey guys, welcome to class today. Wearing my spike shirt. All right, let's get started. Well, we're going to talk about digestive, excretory, and reproductive systems for this next test. So let's just jump in. Big question is, how do we maintain our systems? So let's just jump right into the digestive system. Digestive system has two different parts that we'll talk about. Has the alimentary canal, which is the hole that runs from your mouth to your anus, and it also has accessory organs, which is your liver, gallbladder, pancreas, things like that. So we kind of need to talk about the different parts and the different functions of the digestive system so that we understand what's actually happening. Now, the functions, ingestion of your food. Example, here it is. So you're just taking food into your body, right? Nutrients, vitamins, minerals, all those are going into your body. Here, you got a bunch of carbs and some sodium. Good old Sprite. All right. So next we have digestion of your food. So digestion, there are two different parts to digestion. You have mechanical digestion, which is the actual physical breakdown. So chewing is mechanical. Also churning in your stomach will actually churn food around. That's mechanical. Now, as far as chemical, that is the process of breaking down the foods into smaller little bits that your body can actually absorb. So that leads us to the next one, absorption of the nutrients. That is taking the nutrients from your digestive system into your bloodstream. Excuse me. So we get absorption of the nutrients. Absorption happens in a few different spots, so we'll talk about that. And then the last function is excretion of waste. We get rid of all the nutrients and things that we don't use, and we eliminate them in the feces. All right, let's talk about the digestive system anatomy. All these words on here are vocab words that you will need to know. So let's just start by going through the different parts of the digestive system, and we'll discuss each part as we go. Now, first we have the mouth. Mouth is going to perform mechanical digestion. Now, believe it or not, the mouth doesn't just do mechanical. There are some enzymes, right? Those little proteins that break down molecules. Enzymes are going to that break down sugars in your mouth, and you can actually absorb a little bit of sugar in your mouth, which is kind of cool. So the salivary glands are actually going to help break that down. Now, as we move back, we get to this little point here, the tube. That is the esophagus. Hopefully I spell it right. Now it performs peristalsis, that's this vocab word right here, to take the food down the tube into the stomach. So esophagus' main function is to carry the bolus or carry food into the stomach. So what peristalsis is it's like moving food down with smooth muscle. Pretty cool, actually. And then the stomach. Stomach is actually in charge of, let's label the stomach. Stomach is in charge of chemical and mechanical digestion. So it's going to break down that food even more. Just breaks it down. Then, right now, these are all parts of the alimentary canal. So we're doing alimentary canal in green. Here, I'll do that. Green. Alimentary canals in green. Next, let's move on, and we're going to hit the small intestine. Small intestine is in charge of absorption. So we're going to go small intestine here. intestine. It's going to absorb nutrients. That is its main job. We'll talk a little bit more about the physiology, how it works on the next slide. So we're just going to say it absorbs nutrients. It's the main absorbing space in your digestive system, in your alimentary canal. Next, we have the large intestine. And it is going to be in charge of reabsorption of water. Small intestine does that as well, but we're going to say large intestine's reabsorption of water. So there's the large intestine right there. Okay. Then we get to rectum is here. Rectum's main job is to hold the feces before defecation. And then anus is here. Anus's job is to excrete the waste. So we've gone through all four functions: ingestion here, digestion, absorption, and excretion of waste. So that is the alimentary canal. It's the hole that runs through your body. You can actually say it's an external, they're external structures. So pretty interesting, kind of cool. Now let's change the color and we'll go over the accessory organs. We'll go blue. So accessory structures are in blue. Accessory structure number 1 is the liver, right there. Excuse me. The liver is going to actually produce bile, and it helps filter out some of the blood. So its main job is to produce bile. I'll put bile up here. Now underneath, you can't really see it. It's right here, a little dot right there. Okay, that is the gallbladder. Now, everybody's heard of the gallbladder, gallstones, things like that. If you haven't, here you go. So, gallbladder is actually storing that bile. It stores it. It's actually green in color, which is really interesting. And what the bile actually does is it performs the process of emulsification. What emulsification is you're taking a big thing of fat, let's say, big glob of fat like you just ate a hamburger, and you're going to break it down into smaller balls of fat. Okay, that is what emulsification is. It's so you can digest it and break it down better, so you can make things out of it and get rid of it if you need to. So bile is super important. Next, we have the pancreas, which is right here. Pancreas, we'll put that down here. Pancreas. Now, the pancreas secretes enzymes that break down your food that aid with chemical digestion. So it's going to excrete enzymes that break down proteins, enzymes that break down carbohydrates. So it's in charge of your insulin and glucagon as well. So insulin helps your body take in sugar into your blood cells. It's like the key to open up the proteins in your cells to let sugar in. And glucagon is the key to let sugar out. So pancreas is super important. Now, these are the accessory structures in your digestive system. So they're there to aid in digestion and make sure it happens. Alimentary canal, it's the tube that runs through your body where the food goes through. Okay, so peristalsis, let's review this a little bit. Okay, peristalsis happens throughout your stomach, your intestines, all of it. So it's all smooth muscle. Now, large intestine with reabsorption, you're going to reabsorb water because, everyone's had diarrhea before, and if you don't reabsorb the water in your large intestine, you're going to have diarrhea. So, large intestine is super important to help reabsorb water back into your body to keep a water balance, also to make sure that you have solid feces, which is always a plus. Now let's look at the physiology a little bit and see what's happening there. Let's change the color. Let's do, oh yeah, this pinkish color. Okay, so this is what the inside of your small intestines look like. So you have these little villi. Let's see. Does it have it labeled on here? Nope. So these are villi. That's these little things. Now I want you to ask yourself, why do the inside of our intestines look like this? You know I'm going to tell you, but the reason they look like this is for surface area. It allows more surface area for absorption. And as you can see right here, this is a capillary right here. Hopefully you can see where I'm drawing. Okay, a capillary. And you're going to get the nutrients going through into your capillaries and being absorbed in your small intestines. That's water as well, right? A nutrient is anything that your body needs to grow. So that can be vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, that can be anything. All right, now a vitamin, right? So vitamin is any group of organic compounds which are essential for normal growth and nutrition and are usually required in small quantities. So vitamins, organic, and they're usually needed in small quantities. Okay, the same thing goes with your minerals. Usually you don't need a ton of high quantity of them, but they are an inorganic substance. So we go organic, inorganic. So, vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin D, those are all vitamins. And then minerals are like your calcium, potassium, boron, yeah, all that kind of stuff. So those are the things you need, and you need to absorb in your body. Now you're going to excrete some of these as well, but we'll talk about more of the excretion when we get to excretory system. So that's kind of the basis of your digestive system. So next time you eat something, maybe think about, this is going down my esophagus into my stomach. My stomach is going to chemically digest and mechanically digest my food. Digestion, right, is breaking down into smaller molecules that my body can use. Then it goes into the pancreas and goes through further chemical digestion and absorption of the nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. And then it gets to the large intestine. It goes through reabsorption of water, and then it goes to the rectum, is stored until it is excreted out the anus, and, makes eating so much more enjoyable. That's the digestive system for you.